Hi, welcome to Arty Crafty Alchemy. Today I am sharing with you simply cards and papercraft from the UK. I'm the Arty Crafty Alchemist. Let's get started. We have quite a few different newsagents around our small town. I've come to realise there must be two companies importing the magazines from the UK because this is not available in the regular one that I go to. I had to go to a different one to find this, and I only knew it was there because somebody told me. But it will be in my regular one in a couple of months because one of the magazines that I got the other day was from a couple of months ago in the UK, but it had only just hit my newsagent. So one must be air importing them and another must be importing them by sea, I would imagine, for them to take so long to get here. I super wanted this one, and I may not be here when it does hit our shores, so I wanted to grab it while I could. So I went to have a look at the other newsagent where a lady had gotten it from. I super wanted this one because it has Altenew layered poppies, and you also get the stencil that goes with it. So you can do a combination of stamping and stenciling. One thing I was curious about was whether the stamps are the same quality as Altenew stamps usually are. I'm just going to pull a stamp and it's pretty flimsy, and we'll see how that compares to an Altenew set. Haven't even opened these ones yet. So these are the photopolymer stamps and these are just regular acrylic stamps. They are seemingly better quality than some, but they are not photopolymer. In this, you get the Papercraft show at the Melbourne Showgrounds, which is this weekend, right now, when I'm filming this. But I am not anywhere near there, so I can't go. And a Uniquely Creative ad and a Paper Rose ad. They've got some nice Australiana type things, as do Uniquely Creative. That's pretty cool. And then this is what's in this issue. You have all the poppies. Make your own stamps using dies, freebies. Each of these magazines come with a link to download extra things. Let's just open to the first lot of poppies and we'll have a look at what they've done. One, they've just stamped it all, coloured it, cut a square from the middle and popped up the outside. This one looks like the stenciling. It's the poppies. They've cut around the poppy heads in that one. They give you lots and lots of ideas, more stamping, and this one is the stencil again. There are lots and lots of things. When you buy this magazine, you can go to the link and download the superheroes to colour yourself. Beautiful buttonholes. That's something different in a card mag. They usually showcase a designer in each mag. Always a competition, but I think that's for UK only. Pretty cool magazine. Stamps and stencil. So what I thought I would do is grab the stamps. With our stamps we have happy and sorry and sending thoughts, birthday, you make me the perfect friend, just for you, get well soon, sorry for your loss. Looks like the poppy has 3 layers. You can have the outer and then you have the 2 inner pieces. There is a layering guide on the back, which will come in handy. I have a couple of pieces of Nina Solar White. Oh, my stamp moved. One of my stamps moved right near the end, so now I have to start all over again. Start with this one, and this is going to be my lightest colour, and that is Poppy. I'm using archival inks. In a perfect world I'd have the Altenew inks, but I don't. Next I'm going to take the middle section and I'm going to ink with Carnation Red. Next I'm going to take the outline and try and work out where it goes, which I'm having trouble with this. And I'm going to pick that up, and for the top I'm going to use Vermilion. And then for the bottom I am using Olive. And there is poppy number 1 done. Next, I'm going to take the outline for poppy number 2, just because it's hard to judge where you want the rest of it if you don't know where the outline's going to be. I'm picking that up and I'm going to ink that in Olive and stamp that down. And I think I'll do that again. Next, I am taking the bud, picking that up, and I'm going to stamp that with Poppy. not quite lined up right. I'm going to stamp that again in the right spot, and it doesn't matter that it's gone a little over, it just adds to the aesthetic. There we go. Now let's see if we can get this little piece to behave. Going to pick the centre up. I'm going to stamp that with Carnation Red, being very careful when I ink it up because it moved the first time I did this. Then I'm going to take this outline leaf and I'm going to ink that up with Olive. Then I'm going to grab the bud and I'm going to ink that up with Leaf Green. And then I'm going to grab my stem for the poppy and ink that up with the Leaf Green. And then I'm going to grab my leaf and I'm going to grab the leaf for the other side. Again, using Leaf Green. And there is a poppy panel all ready for a sentiment and a card front. I will probably grab red cardstock for that front. Here's the first one I was doing. You can see here where the stamp moved. I did end up stamping there, but I was not happy. What I'm going to do is just practice on the back of this one. I'm going to add a small piece of tape on there. Had it a couple of times so it's not as sticky. I am going to start with candied apple and I'm going to use my magnets to hold it in place. Also just going to stick a piece of cardstock under there so I don't get in that. And I'm filling that up with some candied apple. I think I've done this the wrong way. It's an experiment. Next I'm going to come in with some fired brick. So we have a lighter centre, and then I think one of these should be the centres. That looks like the one. I'm just going to stick some magnets on there, and I'm grabbing my black soot, and I'm carefully going to go in the centre. I've very quickly cleaned off my stencil some because I want to flip it over, and I've grabbed peeled paint. Just going to ink up one edge and swipe it down the stem. We have a poppy. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I might have to play around a bit more and work out how to get things lined up a bit better. For this big one, I'm just going to take the candied apple. I have a few bits that are just a little softer, and then I'm going to find the right centre bit for this one and come back with the black soot. And I'm going to grab the stem again and I'm going to magnetise this down. Stop sticking my magnets to each other. I'm going to grab my peeled paint and I'm going to grab this little piece so I can try and get it close to the height of the other one. Of course my stencil's not cleaned properly. If I was actually going to make a card out of this, I would be a lot less rushed and I would make sure to clean my stencil thoroughly between each colour. But this is just to see what they look like, so I thought it would be fine. Again, some magnets, and I'm just going to cover everything else up and take the peeled paint. And then same again. Of course you could do this with brushes. I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to grab my piece of paper again, ink up, and I'm just going to ink up a bud. I'm going to switch to the candied apple. If I hadn't have made a mess by not cleaning my stencil, that would be a nice card front, but I did a mess on the back and a mess on the front. But you've just got to make sure to clean your stencil in between. That is a look at the Altenew Poppies stamps and stencil from the UK version of Simply Cards. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to see more content like this, and hit the bell notification to know when new videos come out. Thank you all for watching. Bye for now.